believe this crap, man. These cops are out here arresting people just for breaking the law. Man, these tyrants are out of control, bruh. I thought you were a lawyer, now you say you can rap. Well, I've listened to your record, made me go take a nap. The rhymes you're spitting out, they make you sound like a nut. Your latest track, it's got less views now than Gun Cereal's butt. Well, you say you're just a man who wants to smoke out some weed, but you smoked yourself stupid, boy, get the help that you need. You think you could be like Tom McDonald, be an internet star? The problem is your brain's so tiny, it would fit in this jar.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
You know you're gonna lose.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Now watch me play the blues.
Frivolous lawsuit.
You put against cat.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Make sure you wear the hat. All parties have been sworn in. I've read your complaint.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
The way it's written, it sounds like you've been smoking paint.
That means
if we got that title to your shit, we will take it.
Oh, come and take it, bitch.
All right. I want your money and I want your dignity, and I'm taking both.
To quote my good friend Artie, come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch.
Come and take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
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 Take it, bitch.
Take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
You're a fucking idiot.
She spit in my face.
Shot little thick dude.
A woman walks into the ladies' room at the mall. She enters one of these stalls and sits down to begin doing her business. As she starts to pee, she looks down at her shoes and sees a head poking under the stall, looking up at her with a camera. "What are you doing?" she screams, frightened. "I'm recording you," says Denver Metro Audit. "But this is a bathroom," she squeals. "Yes, a public bathroom, and there's no expectation of privacy in public," he tells her. "You don't belong in here," she yelled. "I didn't see any sign saying that," DMA replies. "It says ladies' room right on the door." Maybe it does, but it doesn't say no men allowed, does it?" he asked her. "What? That's stupid," she sputtered. "You're being a Karen about this, and what's stupid is shaving down there," DMA answered, holding his camera up. "If you let that bush grow in, it would create privacy for your hoo-ha like a hedge." She stared down at the activist lying on the filthy floor looking up at her. "A hedge? Look, they should put a lock on that door if they don't want people coming in. They need to create privacy," DMA said. "It says ladies' room. They assume men won't come in here." "Well, they shouldn't assume that. And I can film whatever I can see. It's my First Amendment right as an independent journalist." "Oh, you're a journalist. What are you working on?" she asked, sarcastically, wiping herself. "I can't divulge that information at this time. The story isn't finished yet," he lied as if there were a story. "No expectation of privacy in public," he reiterated. "But I'm in a stall," she cried. "Yes, and look, it's open on the top and the bottom," DMA answered in his thin voice. They need to create more adequate privacy because if I can see it, I can film it. You don't have to like it, but it's my First Amendment right. The conversation droned on like this for a while. The woman on the toilet and Dma on the filthy floor next to the toilet. Finally, the woman says, "Christopher, don't you think this is inappropriate? I'm your mom." And that's a true story. Absolute true story.
Oh man, I love that. That was great.
You know what, Voodoo? Voodoo, if you tell me again about that Lions game, I'm going to smack you upside the head with a ratchet. No, I don't care if they won. I don't care if they're in the same division as the Bears. You know, that's why. Little punk. You know what? Come here, Voodoo. What?
What do you want, Hez?
Dude, I'm supposed to be on the air right now. I don't have time to argue with you about football.
Okay, all right. Go Lions. Ow!
Hey, everybody, good morning and welcome to the show. Yeah. Well, yes, it looks like, oh no, Greg Jonick, you're on it too? Everybody's all happy. I know, Dagnabbit, I just noticed, look, I can see behind me Sue Bear's picture fell down again. I'm going to have to find a different way to hang it because it falls down like once a week. I don't know what the hell's going on. Why that? Because I used exactly the same thing to hang the other picture, the Unclean Hands picture, but that never goes anywhere. I don't get it why that specific, whatever. Anyway, hello, good morning, welcome to the show. And as always, I like to begin with my super duper ultra mega hardcore special effects. So awesome and so special that I can turn them on via remote control. Check it out. Okay, thank you very much. Let me tell you something that's annoying about this thing. Whatever wavelength the remote is exactly the same as a Roku remote. So whenever I go to change the channels on my TV, that thing goes on and off, on and off. Every time I change the channel or touch the volume button or whatever, it turns off and then back on again. It's off and back on, off and back. Oh, it's so annoying. Because I don't know if you can tell, but it makes sound every time. Right? So I'm changing channels, and this is... It just does that every time I change channels. Off, on, off, on, off, on. Or at the volume button. Off, on, off. Everything. It's a pain in the Spain that lies mainly in the rain. In pain. In my butt. All right. Hey. So, Greg Jonick, you get the first happy dance of the day, even though you made a Lions comment. All right, here you go. Dagnabbit. All right, thank you very much. Yeah, we'll see this weekend. It'll be good. Good morning, everyone. Thank God it's Friday, y'all. Yes. Thank God it's Friday. Yeah, raising the roof, baby. You know it. Scott Ammo says, good morning, Hezokuai and pals. That's everybody. That's you. Just Jenny, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you as well. Awesome sauce. Dead farted, Greg Jonick. Just Jenny, somebody didn't hit the like button. Well, don't let me find out who it was. All right. All right, enough of that. Just Jenny, dead farted. I'm a highway star. What's up? Thank God it's Friday. That's right. Robert Custos, good morning, all. The cheapest meat in America is, they're under $1. Yep. Robert Custos, hey, what's up? Good to see you. Greg Jonick, Little Chihuahua Big World is here. Yes. Best fans in the world. Best fans in the world. There's no enemy I can't watch because of the first comment. Smash that dislike button for Greg Jonick. Yeah. All right, News Now Enemy. Thank you for joining us, Just Jenny. Highway Star. Oh my goodness. News Now Enemy, what's up? Greg Jonick, Just Jenny. News Now Enemy, Highway Star, Little Chihuahua, Big World. Who else is here? Did I miss? Ladies and gentlemen, Ray Ray is here. All right. That's right. And that's why I'm yawning. I was up late last night talking to her. She's really cool. Big supporter of the channel. But great to have you here, as always. Robert Custos, hey, what's up? Mr. Mimsy, all right. Mimsy, Borough Jabberwocky, El Bay, Esquire, free man of the land, Smith Jones Limited. Yeah. I know. Just Jenny, News Now Enemy. Christopher O'Connor's in the house. Frivolous lawsuit. Texas Tim, good morning. Tim Hicks, good morning to you. Irish Dublin, I awake, I think. Or am I still dreaming? Good morning. Well, you'll know you're still dreaming if I start drinking Irish whiskey and singing lots of Irish songs. Or no, that's like a British accent. Never mind. I was trying to. Okay, the closest I ever got was I was doing this bit a few months ago where I was talking about the Beatles and how like they were influenced by so many different kinds of music. And I realized that a couple of their songs I had read were influenced by Irish folk music. And I didn't think of it that way, but then I realized, like, if you just put a little twang on the voice, and I don't mean this like making fun. I mean, like, because I can't do the accent, so it might sound like I'm teasing, but like, if you just think of it with that little Irish twang on it, it makes sense that was the influence. When you hear Hide Your Love Away, and it's like, here I stand, head in hand. God. Or another good example would be Norwegian Wood. I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. Right? But then you put a little Irish twang on it, it's like, I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. Like, I can't do the accent, but like you could see like how that was an influence, you know. Whatever. Anyway, so if you were the joke was gonna be, if you were still dreaming, no, you're not, and then I was gonna turn Irish. Well, I am Irish, Swedish, Dutch, and Polish. But anyway, I was gonna turn into an Irishman, but then I realized that my accent is wonky and doesn't work. So never mind. Oh, thank you. Damn crows. All right. Let's see. Robert Custos, what's up? You can't beat the poop in my pants by Chili. Frauditor Hunter, good to see you. The Tequila Kid's in the house. All right. Chef M80. All right. There's no enemy. All right. Let's see who else is here. Creighton Rabs, all right, good to see you. Good morning. Let's see. Have we all hit the like button? That's a good question, Just Jenny. Let's see, Little Chihuahua, Highway Star, Cynthia, Karen Shaw, all right. Good morning, good to see you again. Just Jenny, Highway Star, Robert Custos. Little Chihuahua said, "Go Packers." That's almost worse. That is worse. Well, the Bears are playing the Packers on Sunday, so we'll see. Edie Marie Albay. Good morning, Rashers. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I'm thinking the only YouTuber who might be happy about last night might be K-Far. Oh, because of the Lions win? When you say Dag Nabbit, I hear Tony's voice. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, no, at least, but you're talking to Highway Star, so all right, Dag Nabbit. Ancient chart, music, and art. All right. Who else is here? Who did I miss? Who else is here? Who did I miss? Well, let's look a little bit more and find out who else is here today. We got the Fur Missile, a.k.a. DJ. We got Nowhere, going nowhere fast. Gonna get there at last. And we got the old SWAT cat. All right. One morning, Hezokuai and Setu. Very much love from the black kitty cat. We got Wrangler in the house too. And who else can I find in my chat? Where it's at is my chat. We got the black cat in my chat. We got so many wonderful people here on this Friday morning. We got Krueger in the house, being quiet as a mouse. But no, that ain't Krueger.
That's correct. Yeah. All right. Oh, hey, I should do another show like this too. As a kid, I watched that every morning, baby. I wasn't fooling around because you know I'm the man with the plan. You dig? Yeah, we don't fool around. Hey, conspiracy music's in the house. All right.
Don't worry, I'm back. Oh boy, it's Friday. Dag nabbit, I'm here to have fun, not to worry about. Well, it is kind of stupid. Hey, Hezokuai just turned into Shrek. And Anna's in the house. All right, great to see you. Good to have you here as always. Oh man, so many wonderful people. And the Cody's here. Man, not Fane. I even got to hurt myself to say Fane. My fan base is fantastic. All right. That's you guys. Let's see. LaDonna Rogers. All right. Oh, when I should have went on Tyrant Hunters, Chris against Tyranny's channel.
With that voice. No, not that voice, you douche canoe.
That one. Yeah. Oh, yeah? You think it's all right to be mean to people just for money? You punk ass. Quit punking around with your punk ass. Yeah.
Just think if you could tweak that to sound like Barry White.
Oh, yeah. Every night I know.
I always use it for the who played Chef on South Park.
By the time I get to Phoenix, she'll be rising. And by the time I get to Albuquerque, she'll be crying, wondering if I'm never, ever gonna come back. Ba-da-ba-da. Oh, Lordy, I had to leave her.
Yeah. Isaac Hayes, that's right. Thank you. Oh, Kolrak wins the prize. Happy dance. All right, thank you. Hot buttered soul, baby. Billy Yank, what's up? Good morning. Good to see you. Yes.
I see
trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
That's almost too low for Satchmo. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white. Anyway. It's like that scene in Young Guns when they were on peyote. Yeah.
Hey guys, did you see that thing over there with the stuff on it, man? Whoa. Hey man, welcome to the show. Good to have you all here today. Why, it's a little
bit nice to have you go with this. And it's good to have you people here to see you and hang out with me on this wonderful Friday morning.
What? Hey, it's a routine. What are you gonna do? It's a bit. Highway Star for $5 says, "Oh, Voodoo, you guess what? Yes, it's taste time." Oh no, it's time to taste. Oh, the PDF elves are here again. All right, I love it, I love it, I love it. All right, it looks like we got a request for a voodoo tasting to start the day. It's going to be amazing. Our first tasting. Oh, man, he keeps on phasing in and out of consciousness. Yeah, we're going to get that boy now, man. He's a punk anyway. He's been rooting for the Detroit Lions and the Packers. He's in big trouble now.
Oh, dang, Hezokuai. All right, listen, man. Look, Highway Star. You know, it's getting to the point now where these days it isn't just Blackheart Night anymore. No, it's like Highway Star, Griffey, all these people like that. Let me tell you something, you bunghole. Look, you know darn well that when nobody's looking, you pull out all your old records by groups like, you know, the Osmonds and who are those kids that sang Hair? You know what I'm talking about. Ow! Dagnabbit. I can do it. Long, beautiful hair. Oh, fancy hair. Oh, flaxen, waxen, maxing, and relaxing hair. Show it. Grow it. Don't you know it, my hair? Yeah, man. See, I got hair, man. I take care of my stuff. Check it out. I'm slick. Dig it. All right, that's me when I'm pimping, you dig? Yeah. That's what I call Slick Rick, you. But guess what? I look like Slick Rick, but you look like a big... Oh, that joke didn't work, Hez. Try it again. It's a live show, people. What do you want? Okay. Let me slick my hair. All right. Hey, Nabbit. Come on, let's quit messing with my hair, Hez. Hippie. All right, listen. That's my Slick Rick look. But I got rid of that. I fixed it because I look like Slick Rick, and Highway Star, you look like a big... Ow! Ow!
That'll teach him. He's a punk. He talks all kinds of trash. Anyway, Edward Cavalier's in the house. All right. Kansas City ain't in my division, so go ahead, root for him. I don't care. Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong. See, that's why I love the song by Stevie Wonder, Sir Duke. He's like, you can feel it all over.
And he's like, and then he's naming, people who had an influence. And he's like, what? You got, well, he says Satchmo and most of all Sir Duke. But with a voice like Ella's ringing out, you know you're not gonna lose. And you can feel it all over. You can feel it all over, baby. You can feel it all over. You can feel it all over, baby. Yeah, man. There are certain songs where the songs themselves are basically just people singing about how much they love music. That's one of them. Spirit of Radio by Rush is another good one for that. Radio Gaga by Queen. Anyway, dream a little dream of me. All right. Is BSBT in jail yet? Well, if he isn't, he should be. Oh my goodness gracious me. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's start the show. All right. It's Friday. Don't forget tomorrow on the Saturday Night Snafu at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join me right here on the Frauditor Follies YouTube channel with my co-host, Frauditor News Network, and our guest for the second week in a row, the Frauditor Comedy Show. Yes. Absolutely, positively. No doubt about it. It's going to be great stuff. She's got her puppet, Scruffy, and he's a frauditor, and he always tries to support Voodoo, but he also likes to happy dance with me, so it's going to be a good time. We had a great time last week, lots of fun. Yeah, so that being said, I don't know. I just lost it. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, a few weeks ago, there was a video that pretty much everybody covered. I covered it. Everybody did. Where DMA was, I don't remember what kind of office he was in, but there was some dude there with his kid who started to talk in DMA, and he basically, just completely called him out and ripped him a new one over his BS. Well, so either he found one of us or one of us found him, and he did an interview where he came on and was talking. They were watching the video, and they were talking about, going over, so, what was going on with you and DMA at this point and all that and blah, blah, blah. So for those of you who didn't see that, I'm going to show you the update on that from Frauditor Ram. We're going to start with that. All right. Because that's definitely newsworthy within our community. And to get these frauditors what for. Ginger, see, Nicole knows what I'm talking about. All right. No, yeah, Edward, that's what I'm talking about. That's the video I'm about to show. Yep. Oh, you listen to DMA getting called out by Ginger every night before bed? I know you're talking about Dream a Little Dream with Me. I know. Which is a great song, too. All right, here we go.
Video I have today is a video I put together. It's a compilation of our live stream Tuesday night when we had the pleasure of meeting a gentleman that goes by Ginger. Ginger Snapped. We had the pleasure of introducing him to you guys, and he is the gentleman that was in the utilities office in Colorado Springs that Chrissy Cordova made the big mistake of picking a word war with. Just picking battle with, period, as it turns out. So it's going to be a combination of the emails, which I did not show those Tuesday night. Wanted to get them together, look at them. Nothing's been redacted. These are the emails that took place between Ginger and Christopher Cordova, DMA, and also the video, recounting the video on the live stream Tuesday night, along with some narrative there, and then we'll kind of go back and forth on the emails, and you'll be able to see the correspondence that took place between Ginger and DMA, and you'll get to know Ginger better, because I do take my live streams private when I'm finished, and there's reasons for that. Because there for a while, every time I do a private, do a live stream, we would talk about what we were working on, or we would discuss what we're going to work on, what's coming up in the futures, our plans, and different things like that. And lo and behold, the next day, well, yeah. It's when you put it out there, it's out there. It's for whoever, I suppose. So, if my members want to watch it and so on and so forth, then I give them access to it. But this will be the live stream, as it were, Tuesday night, along with the confirmation emails that took place, the email that took place between Ginger and myself, or at least the contact email that when Ginger reached out to me. So that's that in a nutshell. Without further ado, we'll start off with, I'm going to start with the email, the first email that Ginger sent to Christopher Cordova. And then we'll pick the story up, and we'll pick up some of his narrative to the actual video at the utilities department. So it'll go back and forth a little bit, and then at the end we'll finish it up with the emails as they concluded between the two. So enjoy this. This is really good stuff, and this demonstrates what we need everybody out there to do. We need more people like Ginger out there. All right, without further ado, let's get started with the story.
Hey, I do not know who you are or what your angle is, other than you have found a specific lane to cruise in and make money off YouTube. I am all for anyone utilizing their passion and skill set to make as much money as they can off of whatever it is they want to do. After getting a heads up about the videos from several people in multiple states, and even a foreign country, I checked out the videos of my child and me that you took while we were at Colorado Springs Utilities. I then allocated more time than I really had to spare, 20, 30 minutes yesterday, to try and see what your deal is. So, you're a proponent of the First Amendment, aren't we all? And you want to document where and how government officials, authorities infringe on your rights and make as much money off the videos as possible. Do I have that about right? Additionally, you advertise yourself as someone who will not back down to those who infringe on your rights' tyrants. Also, right? All that seems noble. You could have easily had that conversation with me. Although I suspect that you refrained from having an actual conversation, because it wasn't exactly the content you were after. There are also several references on your channel to owning people. I have a proposal for you. Let's meet somewhere. Maybe for an hour or two or more, depending on what time we do this. I will not have my child with me, and I will fully consent to you filming and posting. Let's have a conversation about freedom, living in a free society, and what our rights are as Americans. You can have an opportunity to talk about what the First Amendment means to you, and who the people are that are stepping all over your rights, and how. We can have a great back and forth, respectful without interrupting each other. Without name-calling Ginger doesn't bother me, so you can call me that if you like, and you can really make your point. You might even own me during this talk. Likewise, I can talk openly about what it means to me to live in a free society and much more. We can make it open-ended with no prearranged rules or parameters. Or we can agree to some minor boundaries. I am good either way. Since you don't back down from tyrants, there's really no reason to back down from a middle-aged, overweight, ordinary private citizen who will arrive unarmed and open-minded and ready to have a discussion. And also, until viewing the video yesterday, I had no idea the cops arrived later on and arrested you. I had nothing to do with that. Honestly, I never thought about our whole interaction again after that day. I told my wife about it that night when we went to bed, and then never thought about it again until my friends from all over texted and called earlier this week. The video I saw did not really talk about what the arrest was for, so I'm not sure what that is all about. I hope you prove me wrong, but I speculate you will not accept this genuine and well-intentioned invitation. You have your niche genre of filmography, and my proposal does not exactly fit into that box. Personally, I think it would create great content for your channel and give you an opportunity to stand by your core principles while furthering your brand and making a bunch of extra money, all of which is good, right? Although my aim is not to own my fellow citizens, if I do not hear back from you, I will vociferously advertise that you decline this offer, and I will make it clear to all your subscribers, as well as a larger audience, that this offer was on the table. With notice, my schedule is relatively open. Weekends are not good. Family time is sacred. During the week is usually pretty good. Just a few random appointments that can usually be changed with notice. Coming up, September 5, 11, 13, 14 are all open as of now. Please respond by 5 o'clock September 1, 2023. I will interpret a lack of response as your rejection to my invitation. Sincerely, Ginger.
Our guest tonight is Ginger. Ginger is the gentleman that DMA confronted in the utilities department that had his young son with him. Ginger, what, he's 7, 8 years old?
He's 6 years old.
6 years old. And we all loved it. We all loved it when he turned to him and said, don't do drugs, you stay in school. This is what you don't want to be when you grow up. And we loved that. That was a great line. But that's who's with us tonight. And Ginger deserves kudos because he took it upon himself. All the things that we work hard at doing, and that's gathering information. Ginger did that on his own. He figured it out, got a hold of YouTube, and he had the video taken down. I also noticed there was a couple other videos I couldn't find on his. Were you on more than one video on his channel?
Oh, yeah. He took that main video and sliced it and edited it and put it into like 12 or 14 shorts. I think I'm up to 10 takedowns at this point. And there's
right on, brother. You hear that, people? 10.
Yeah, there's
10
a few others
takedowns
pending. You know, they want to verify my identity. They want to know the timestamp of where I appear. So there's a few others pending. I expect by the end of the week, we'll probably have a total of like 16 videos taken down.
We talk about this all the time. It takes the public to get it done. All we can do is report and do what we do and try to expose what we expose. And this is exactly what it takes to get it done.
I think you need to get a life, man.
I'm not in here filming people in the Colorado Springs utilities. I think I've got.
I wasn't even filming people. I came in and immediately got approached by this guy.
Yeah,
I didn't even get to do my tour of this area here, man.
Everyone's
my tour.
This guy right here just freaking grabbed me.
Allegedly. If that's grabbing, you are really.
Dude, you tried to grab my camera out of my hand, man.
Move your camera from my face.
No, you fucking grabbed my hand.
Hello, DP.
Hello.
DP.
Yes.
Introduce you to Ginger.
Hello, Ginger.
Hello, DP.
This is DP.
Nice work, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. I think I just did what most people would have done, you know.
They don't, though. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. That's why. That's what makes this. That's what when we started communicating, it was real important to me for this to be out there because this is what the masses have to do. People have to do it. He's pretty new to all this, so he's not aware. SGV, pepper spraying a young lady in the face. These guys are ruthless, Ginger. They're ruthless. They're nasty human beings, and that's why I was so adamant about the other stuff we talked about.
Anyway, we just kind of got rolling. DP, I'm gonna let this go. Anytime you guys want me to stop, just say pause if you want to interject. Okay.
Yes, Graham. You are on the wrong stream. This is the Hezokuai Friday morning AMSR special, where today we are going to listen to me flapping the pages of my notebook. Is that calming? Isn't that amazing? It's incredible what one person can do in ASMR. And now, the needle dragged along the microphone. And now the soap bend. Isn't that wonderful? Yes, thank you, Graham, for joining us here on the Friday morning ASMR show featuring me, Hezokuai, my friends, you guys, the best fans in the world. You guys are the best. I love you guys so much. You have no idea. Ow!
Wake up, dumbass! Oh, crap!
Sorry, guys. I lost my mind for a moment. Hey, Gamer 88's here. What's up? Anyway, this is the video we're watching, because this is great stuff. The fact that we actually got one of the victims to interview with Ram, that's awesome sauce.
The example you're setting for your
Well,
kid
if I
right
get a
here,
little further, you put that shield in front.
you just spit on my eye, man. Back up, out of my space.
Pussy.
Or what, you leave? Yeah, tell me you don't like it, you just leave. There he is.
If I don't like it, leave.
He's got his shield. This guy. This guy.
Yeah, man. You better hope that the cops don't come, because I'm going to press charges on you, man. That's harassment.
Are you?
CRS 18-9-111, unwanted touching. You can't put your hands on people,
What about
man.
unwanted filming?
There is no such thing as unwanted filming,
I
man.
didn't touch you, by the way.
Yes, you did. You just admitted on camera that
I moved your camera. So
there
I
you
could look you
go.
in the face.
Yeah, you touched my camera, which is an extension of me.
Yeah.
You can't grab. What if I just like
You wanna
grab?
press charges? Let's wait.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah.
I said I'm a cop
What are your
caller.
damages?
I'm
What are
not a
your
cop caller, but
What are your damages?
there doesn't have to be damages for
Hey,
harassment.
pause the video there for a second.
When you come up and just grab.
So since I had never heard of this guy or seen this guy, and I really wasn't familiar with this whole genre of filmography or whatever you're going to call it, but these tactics, and what I've learned since is this guy clearly hates cops. He clearly hates authorities, and then he wants to call cops because I just tried to slide his camera out from my face. It's just kind of interesting that he doesn't want cameras to arrest him when he goes and films people at like a social security office,
right?
After reading all these signs. But then he wants a cop to come arrest me because I don't want him filming my child.
We call it
that clear. I made that
call
clear.
it bootlicking. That's what the reference. If you hear the reference bootlicker, that's what that is. And it's their term. They're the one that made that term up, not us. They call us bootlickers, like we lick, cops' boots. The Constitution.
Rules for thee, not for me.
Not for me, right?
He wants to attack the cops, but then he wants to use them as like his his shield. Like I kept using that word, but
right.
In a little background.
You had his number, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you did. We talked about that, is just how impressive it was that you were a step ahead of him all the time. You did a good job of figuring it out as you went too. Most people would have been totally dumbfounded by all this. I always say you take 100 people, put them in a room and say, okay, who knows what a First Amendment auditor is? One person might raise their hand.
Yeah. new to me. Yeah, and you can see there's a couple times I try to walk away like after a minute or two.
Yep.
And he just kind of begs for some more.
Yep.
So the way we got to this whole thing is I'm standing there at that window. I don't know his First Amendment audit, Colorado Springs Utilities. I guess he has a grievance with Colorado Springs Utilities.
No, he has a grievance with any government facility.
I guess they're like really stomping on his rights, and all of his bad days are because of Colorado Springs Utilities. I guess that's the point he's trying to make. But anyways, I'm standing there doing my business with my kid, and I see a guy with a camera aimed literally right at me. And I don't know what you guys think when some strange man you don't know like has a camera aimed at their child, but my first thought was this guy could be a pedophile, and I'm gonna go find out what his deal was. And I asked him straight up. I was like, "Hey, what's your deal?" And he never answered it. He never told me it was. Later in the video, after I leave, we'll probably get to it. He says he's an independent journalist. I don't know what his.
They all say that.
I don't know what his journalism philosophy is, or what organization he's a part of, or what causes he donates money to.
No, this is the organization. The organization is YouTube videos. They all say that because that's their First Amendment protection. If they claim that they have a First Amendment right as the press.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm not, I know all this is bullshit. So I'm saying a little bit of this with sarcasm, but I went up and asked him what his deal is. And I think that's about where we're at in the video right now.
I'm willing to sit down for an interview with you under one condition. You remove the privacy complaint put on my static video. If it was not you who put the complaint in, which I suspect it wasn't, contact YouTube and tell them you are the one in the video and you did not request the video be taken down.
I will do that once our interview is complete. If we are going to start agreeing to a few conditions, then here are a few you should have no problem agreeing to. 1. You must live stream it on your channel. 2. You must put comments during live stream out of your view. Random people commenting during this event should not steer the conversation. It will be super distracting and hurt the quality of the content. I am inviting you to have a conversation with me, not a bunch of random people that neither of us know. Additionally, neither of us should have access to receive texts, emails, voicemails, or any other communications from anyone else. 3. No notes. Memorize your talking points prior. 4. I will film it as well, and you agree that I can post the video in any manner I wish. With regards to item 2, perhaps we could agree to a certain initial amount of time, maybe 60 or 90 minutes, and when that time concludes, we can take 10 minutes to read texts, comments, emails, and then come back and do another 30 minutes where you could use your subscribers' comments to rebut or further points made. My Step 5 got screwed. I didn't realize Labor Day weekend is now a 4-day holiday weekend. I could make Step 7 available, but have to be at a function in Colorado Springs by 4 p.m. September 11 could work. Although I have a pretty late flight into Springs the 10th, and if it got canceled for whatever reason, it would disrupt our plan, and I can only imagine how you would spin and advertise the cancellation. 13 or 14 would be great. No conflicts as of now. The week following those dates is all open.
Appreciate you willing to have a conversation with me, and I agree to all of your terms and conditions, and you have several. However, you are not willing to agree to my one condition. I'm firm in my position over the privacy complaint.
I started my reply with, I will do that once our interview is complete. That is agreeing to your one condition. I will do it before we part ways and you can film me doing it. Additionally, I am not sure what video is blocked. After seeing your email this morning, I looked and saw like 20 videos with me and in many cases, my child in them. My several terms are really basic and don't change the nature of anything. And that is the way I imagine it would have transpired naturally anyways. I hope we aren't going to be having a conversation while staring at our phones, seeing what others are saying. Seriously, these several asks are not really burdens. A serious burden would be saying this topic if off limits or something of that nature. My stuff is simple and only aimed at keeping some level of decorum and will benefit both of us. So what date works for you and where?
Do it before the interview, or I'm not meeting with you. Those are my terms and conditions.
Hello, this is Opportunity knocking a gig. 5 o'clock is only 3 hours away. Your sole goal is to make money off of videos. This will be huge. The views you will get from the content that comes from our sit down will be the biggest thing you have ever created. Meeting me could be the best thing that ever happened to you.
I love these emails back and forth, and the way like it's basically, I mean, what are we hearing? What is this really coming down to? somebody actually didn't like me filming them and actually did something about it because he found out who I was, because that's why we frauditors don't tell them and refuse to tell them who we are and that we have a YouTube channel, because they might find us and put in a privacy strike. Now what do I do? Oh, he contacted me. Cool. Here, take off your privacy strike. Take off your privacy strike. I'll do anything you want. Well, yeah, I will after we have our little... No. Just take it away and then I'll do anything you want. No. Let's have our little meeting and then afterwards I'll remove the privacy strike. No. Just remove it. Like, Just Jenny, $1.99. Hit that like button. Get that happy dance. Here you go. All right. Thank you. 73 people in here right now. 46 likes. Let's bring that number up. Remember, I got the new thing I started this week. Whenever I hit 80 likes, that's when I do a full length, super ultra mega hardcore happy dance. All right. And now let's get back to the video. All right.
I know you want to be a big-time YouTuber. Let's get together and talk. I will even buy the coffee or beers or whatever it is we choose to sip on. Don't hide. Don't be scared. I promise you are not going to get physically hurt from this event. Now that I know about YouTube privacy guidelines, thanks for letting me know what content takedowns mean to you. There are a lot of people in your videos that I might need to contact if you don't have it in you to do this. All is in your court, bro.
I had every intention on meeting with you. You're not the first person that has been in my video that considered doing an interview conversation on camera. I'd like to decline your offer at this point because the way you are responding makes me believe you're still unhinged and the conversation won't be productive. You can do whatever you feel you need to do. Please disengage with me as further communication is no longer wanted, and I will consider any further emails to be harassment.
Denver Metro audits? Sounds good, Chris. Let me know if you get the courage to change your mind.
Like that?
Then you just film
That's
me without my consent.
Yeah, but what law is it that I can't record in a public space?
Well, I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not.
Okay, yeah, clearly.
Yeah, I mean,
Because you're trying to tell me that
advertise those lawyer.
But you're trying to tell me that I can't record in a public space.
Are you a lawyer? I didn't say you can't record in a public space. I said I don't want you to record me without my consent.
Well, you started a conversation with me while I'm recording, so of course I'm going to document. You were talking to me. You asked me why I'm in here.
I asked you what your problem is.
Yeah.
And you haven't answered that.
Yeah. I don't have a problem. My problem is you right now,
Yeah.
who's harassing me.
You don't like it? Okay.
That's my problem.
You don't like it. Like you feel like you're getting mistreated in some way. You know? No. I'd like to have a conversation with him, but you can't have a
Conversation. I'm the one that can't have a conversation. I turned around to have a conversation with you and you walked up, got 1 inch from me, and then you grabbed my camera, man.
No,
now I had to go live.
I didn't grab your camera.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You did. You had told me you did.
I tried to get the shield.
Okay. So that was semantics now, man.
Hey, I've asked you, how many times have I asked you to stop filming?
Get out of my space.
How many times?
I will defend
Wait,
myself.
wait a second.
This is your
This
warning.
is
I
your
will
space?
defend myself.
This is
And
your
I have
space?
this on camera. You're live on the internet right now.
So
man.
you're saying
do
this
not
is your
touch
space?
You're
Have I
by
touched
coming
you?
up into my space with the intent to alarm or annoy. That is harassment,
No,
sir.
I'm asking you a question.
Why are you getting so close to me?
I was in this building way before you were.
It doesn't matter if you were here first, man. You approached me
You're in
and
my
got right
space.
in my face.
You are filming me.
Yeah,
I consider that
because
harassment.
this is actually, you're going to say my protection or my shield. Yes, I'm documenting this now because you've already committed a crime so far. You're harassing me right
So you're
now.
documenting this harassment.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're documenting a threat to me. You said what did you just say? You threatened me?
Back up out of my space, man. Why are you so close to me?
If you don't like how close we are, how about you back up?
See what you're doing right there, man? You're, like I said, you're live on the
How
internet.
about you back up?
You're lit. I never approached you. You approached me.
This is where I want to be right now.
So you want to be,
Is this a problem? Is this a
Well,
problem?
let's look how close he is, guys. So you see my
3
feet?
feet? 3 feet?
3 feet. That's like 1.5 feet, man.
Okay. Good.
Why would you go stand 1.5 feet from me?
Because I'm trying
Let's
to
get
have
on the live stream too.
Our
How
feet are a
close he
foot and a
is.
half. I don't think our bodies are a foot and a half apart. I mean, that is.
You got 284 people in here watching you act like that, man.
I did try to blur Ginger Jr. out in these clips, but he kept putting his fingers in front of the lens everything was moving around so fast, it just couldn't do it. Ginger did advise me that this video was okay.
Tequila, are you okay? Or you been drinking too much tequila? Holy crap. I hope you're all right, buddy. I mean, like, seriously, like, hope you're not just, like, you know, passing out and just your hand landed on the keyboard randomly. Oh, my goodness. This guy put a saddle on DMA and rode him hard. And I'll tell you this video, all y'all need to keep this video in mind, especially this specific part. Where are we? We're at 22 minutes in, because this is a perfect example of one of the things that I always talk about, because these frauditors love to be like, well, you get mad at them for posting these people's images, but you guys don't blur them out when you repost them. But here's an example of the victim understanding where we're coming from and telling Ram, no, it's okay for you to show the images because you're exposing this douche canoe. Like, that's our whole point. Like, we're not proving our point that they're showing the faces by blurring out the faces, because then they could say, well, the face is blurred out. How do we know that it was you or whatever? You know what I mean? These guys love them to play their games. But like Ram is explaining right now, the guy understood what Ram is doing and said, no, yeah, go ahead, use it. It's all good. Because you're the one who's showing the images to expose the idiot who put them out there after I specifically told him not to.
By him, and if he wants me to cut those, I will. But I did try to blur it out. Little guy's going to be a hero at school. I don't know what I want. Anyway, we did make an effort of getting him clipped out there in case anybody's wondering. But if you look, DMA kept throwing his fingers up in front of the lens and moving it around, and it was jumping all over the place. So it just as well just cut the whole scene. Anyway, I'll do that if I have to. All right, back to it.
Okay, and this is what happens when you don't get a job.
That
Are
was
you
phenomenal.
still filming me without
Yeah.
consent?
Yeah, I don't need your consent to record in a public space, man. Here he comes again, guys.
I'm asking you to stop. I'm asking you to stop.
There, we got to get the pose picture in.
I'm asking you to stop filming. Do you just not have enough respect for your fellow citizens to honor their request? Are you just a troll? You're a troll. That's 100% video. You're a troll. That guy knows it.
This guy thinks he's gonna intimidate me.
You're a troll, and you're not gonna deny it because you know you're a troll.
I'm a troll?
Yeah, you're a troll.
Okay.
Dag nabbit, K-Far. This is what everybody said this morning. Like, when I first got here, everyone's like, Lions won, I bet K-Far's happy. Lions won, I bet K-Far's happy. And then you come in here and saying, I'm sick and I can't hang out. I just came in here to drop, go Lions. I love you, K-Far, Red. Take it easy, man. Rest, feel better. Everybody say Dub Bears. That's right. LOL. Yep.
Don't touch my camera, man. What are you doing?
Gosh,
man.
Dude, you get triggered really easy.
Yeah, you know what? I don't like it when people come up and get right in my face and try to intimidate me.
Film me when I've asked them not to.
My camera. I didn't step on your foot.
You did not.
What did you step on?
She did not.
I believe I stepped
Don't
on
touch my camera, lady.
I didn't touch
Yes,
it,
you did. You
Ellie.
stepped on my camera.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Honey,
That's against the law.
That's how much
You
money
don't
I
know the law.
have now.
I'm not doing it. You did not go there.
Why do you get triggered?
Because I have the right to record in this
Why do you get
area.
triggered so
And you don't have the right to come up and
Hey, can you
intimidate
ask me
me.
a question? What makes you get triggered so easy? Is that just
because I don't, because you're obviously an unstable man and I don't know what you're going to do. That's why I'm triggered.
I'm not unstable. I don't get triggered nearly as
All right, guys. So we are at the Colorado Springs Public Utility here in Colorado Springs. If some moderators want to throw some information in the chat, they said the police are on their way. This man already harassed me, got in my face. You grabbed my camera. You admitted it.
No, I didn't grab your camera. I tried to move your shield away so I could look at you and have a conversation.
Okay, thank you for admitting that on camera, man.
So why are you so triggered? Is there a reason?
I told you why.
Are you having a bad
Because
day?
I have some strange man demanding that I stop recording, and then you got 1 inch from my face and tried to intimidate me.
Just having a conversation, trying to have a conversation.
That's what you call a conversation, by getting 1 inch from someone? I came in here perfectly polite, not trying to have a problem with anyone.
Have a good day, sir.
And then we have this guy, John Hunter, an Allied Security, of course, who immediately came up and said, "You're the one that started this fire. If you would have came in,
Just doing my job.
if you would have came in
Doing my
and
job. Doing my job.
Okay.
Doing my job.
Can I talk?
The gentleman in charge of the building's made it clear that you're not welcome here. This is what's called public-private, so it's open to the public. You can come in, you can conduct business. If you don't have a reason to be here and you're not conducting business, they can ask you to leave at that point, okay?
You're the corporal?
Yes.
Okay.
He's made it clear that you're no longer welcome here if you've finished the business, so I'm gonna give you.
Okay, so if you didn't see the video we're watching already, William, what's going on is Frauditor Ram and Dickbag are DP. Ram and DP are interviewing the guy, the victim, that was the guy that DMA was filming in this video. And he put in privacy complaints. And so far, it sounds like he got at least 10 different videos that he's in because DMA chopped their whole interaction into a bunch of shorts. And apparently every video he was in has been removed from DMA's channel, but he specifically gave Ram permission to use his image to expose DMA. And he's interviewing him right now, explaining, you know, his point of view and showing the email string that he had with DMA. Great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. All right. Yeah. And again, this video is, it illustrates several points perfectly. One being that this is why it's important for people like us to try and keep exposing these guys so that hopefully more of their victims, because again, that's why they won't tell you why they're actually there. That's why they won't tell you what their YouTube channel actually is. Because then, if you don't want your image on YouTube, if you know where to look, you'll be able to find it and report that video and get it taken down. That's why they refuse to give any information. And that's why it's important for people like us, and I know Ray does this really well, and a lot of other people too, to watch these videos and say, hey, I know that store. Hey, I know that restaurant. Hey, I could let them know, hey, if you know who these people are, here's where you find the video and get your images, and here's what you need to do to file a privacy complaint. You know, make the general public aware. Because again, the general public isn't even aware that frauditors exist at all, let alone where to find this stuff and how to report it as a TOS violation to YouTube or put in a privacy complaint. So, you know, we're out there doing God's work, dagnabbit, while the frauditors are out there doing the devil's work. So we're fighting evil, dagnabbit. Back to it.
It is now 1:47. I'll give you till 1:50 to leave the premises. Okay.
Well, before you go, let me just explain to you that you don't know that I. Oh, can I talk? I didn't interrupt you the whole time. I let you say your whole thing. Let me respond to you. Okay.
The 1:50 is a hard deadline.
Okay.
I want
So
you to
I
understand you're
I
using your
understand
time.
that.
We can continue the conversation on the sidewalk if you like.
So you're interrupting my time. So what up? Okay, we're back, guys. So this is a public space, man. Okay. You can't tell me, they can't just ask me to leave public property. Okay. Now, if I was causing a disruptance or I committed a crime, then you can arrest me or you can trespass me. But you can't trespass in the state of Colorado without committing a crime from a public space. Okay? I'm
I
here
bet
for
that's
legitimate
not
business.
right.
I'm here as an independent citizen.
Hi, Frauditor Ram. And I was recently told about you by a police officer who is a fan of yours. I recently was in multiple videos produced by Denver Metro Audits. In most of the videos I was referred to by DMA by the very original and extremely hard to hear name of Ginger. Heavy sarcasm there. I have worked with YouTube to get many of the videos removed because I don't fraudsters making money off of videos with my son and I in it. The whole event unfolded because he was filming my 6-year-old son and I while we were paying our bill at Colorado Springs Utilities. I had no idea who he was and thought it was possible that he was a pedophile going around town filming small children. So I went up to him and asked him what his deal was, hoping he would have a good honest answer that would remove my concerns. Instead, he hid behind his camera, afraid to have a conversation with a fellow private citizen, and instead continued to film after I told him to stop. After about 5 minutes, it seemed obvious the guy had neither the intellect or courage to have an actual conversation, so I walked away. I found out from the video that later the police showed up and removed him from the building. His videos made it seem like he was arrested. For my friend, he actually was not arrested, so he is just lying to build his brand. You nail it when you say these people are frauds. After finding out about the videos, I emailed Denver Metro Audits and invited him to meet for a one-on-one conversation about topics such as, what does it mean to live in a free society, and give him a chance to talk about his passion for the First Amendment. I had some very reasonable things I had planned to talk about as well. I said we would both agree to film this conversation and that we would be respectful and not interrupt each other but have a great back and forth. He replied and agreed to do the meeting. I was thrilled and genuinely giddy to have this conversation. He said his agreement to the meeting was contingent on one condition, and that one condition was that I remove my privacy complaint against his video. As we know, that video is his means of making money. I agreed and said I would do it when we met, and I would even do it while being videotaped so that if I was going to fail to keep my word, this would be done on camera. He insisted I do it immediately and before we meet. I am just a little too smart and know that the only reason he does any of this is for money, so as soon as I remove the complaint he then gets his money back and has no incentive to meet me. Even better, he sent a screenshot of his computer showing that the video had lost eligibility for monetization. Kind of proof that is all he cares about. It seems fair for me to speculate that he was more triggered and angry about losing monetization eligibility than he ever was about a cop supposedly treading on his rights. Anyways, in finding your channel, I think I have found an ally. This episode has inspired me to do whatever I can to put these guys out of business. I want to work with people to have their videos removed. I want to work to expose these frauds. I want to prepare society for their moment when they see themselves being filmed. Personally, I want to put myself into situations where I can encounter these people and follow a pre-planned playbook of how to expose their game. I believe living in a free and civil society is one of the greatest gifts we have been given by those who came before us, and that this fake effort by the so-called auditors to expose infringements on freedom is infringing on my desire for civility. Furthermore, I believe if civility is eroded, the natural reaction by the government will be to erode our freedoms through reactionary legislation. I also believe that we have the right to do a lot of things, but those things are often not the right thing to do. I may have the right to loudly talk about someone's physical deformity in a public place so that they and others can hear me, but I do not think any of us would argue that it's the right thing to do. You may have the right to film a dad and his son, but if the dad comes over and asks you to stop, stopping is the right thing to do. This all ties into living in a free and civil society. These fraudsters ignore the civil part. I believe you and I could have an awesome conversation about my specific encounter as well as some of these broader topics. I hope you have a great day, and let me know if you would want to engage on this or any other topic further.
All righty then. So there we go. The original live stream was 3-4 hours long, so I wasn't going to play that. So I kind of broke this up, kind of broke the emails up. Those emails, as I posted them, that was the correspondence between Ginger and DMA, and you could see DMA being the petulant little punk that he is. You knew he wasn't going to sit down and agree to any kind of a debate or any kind of conversation or anything like that. We knew that. But Ginger is got his feet wet now.
Hey, I just thought of something. I just emailed Frauditor Ram. And just in case, I know some of you know Ram. So if you talk to him, let him know. And again, I sent him an email, so it should be fine. But I just thought of something. I want him to help me get Ginger a signed copy of my book. Hell yeah. For standing up for the right thing and us and what we stand for. I think he deserves it. What do you guys think? Put a 1 in the chat if you think I should get Ginger a signed copy of my book. And put a 2 in the chat if you think there's no bones in ice cream. And put a 3 in the chat if you want me to tase the voodoo doll. Oh, Ram's here! Oh! All right. Yes, please. Frauditor News Network is here too. Look at that. All right. Oh, Cool Clear Water got him a Coney subs yesterday. That's the sub joint that was audited a few weeks ago, and they call flooded the place and gave them all strokes and, well, not strokes, panic attacks and everything. Yes. That's awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, Ram, yeah, I just emailed you. If there's any way you can maybe talk to him and see if we can get him a copy of my book, I'll sign it for him. I think that would be awesome. Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't hear the snaps because whatever. Hope everyone is doing great. Me too. All right. Edward Cavalier, Hezokuai, Maserati 5000 GT, Robert Custos. Yes, so many beautiful people. I got the best fans in the world. The best fans in the world. Oh, I'd love to have him on as a guest. Yeah, we should all focus him. Hey, tell him he's more than welcome to come on here on a morning show or on a Saturday show. I know he said weekends are bad for him. I could do an evening show. If it's for him, it's worth it. Yeah. A book and a booster pack. Yeah, I could get him my cards too. Yeah, that would be awesome. He deserves it. Taking down DMA would be a huge victory for our side. Absolutely, positively. Yeah. Ginger made some new fans here today. That is a fact. Absolutely, positively, absolutely, positively. All right.
He made a comment, I believe, yesterday or something that it looks like he might even start his own channel here real soon. He's very interested in what's going on here. We're real lucky to have somebody with that kind of determination to do something about this. We'll use all the help we can get. It's just blows my mind that he took this upon himself and he went after DMA, and he's been successful at getting this stuff done. And that just goes to show you, it takes the public, it takes the people that's privacy, their right to their image has been violated. And success. Gotta love it. Anyway, so the original video is ladies and gentlemen, meet John Hunter. And John Hunter is the security guard.
Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, Cool Clear Water says hit that like, folks. Limited time offer. Free subscription with every like. Just click subscribe to claim your prize now. Blue Vaughn, who's Ginger? All right, we're going to have to, we'll go over this again, but it's definitely worth taking the time to do. First of all, a couple things I have to mention, because it's almost time for the Cupcake Happy Dance anyway. First of all, 62 likes, 80 people in here. Remember, when we hit 80 likes, you get a full-length, ultra, super, mega, hardcore happy dance. All right, Blue Von. So, oh, wait, it's 8:20. I'll do the cupcake dance, and then I'll explain who Ginger is. All right. Time for the Daily Cupcake Happy Dance. All right. All right. Okay. Ole. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so who's Ginger? All right, so what happened was a few weeks ago, DMA posted a video where he was in like a Social Security office. And so, hey, there she is. All right. Happy, happy, joy, joy. 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 Happy, 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 joy, joy, joy. Da-da-da-da-da. So what happened was DMA was making a video in the Social Security office, and there was a guy there with his kid. And the guy goes up to DMA, and he's like, will you please not film my child? And of course, like all frauditors do, instead of acting like a human being that has a soul and saying, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to film your kid. Here, I'll turn my camera the other way. He instead says, I have the First Amendment right to film, and you can't stop me from filming. How dare you threaten me with telling me not to film and blah, 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 like they always do. Nonsense. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, it might just sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. See, every time I see your name, I have to do that. I can't help it. So anyway, so what happened was they got in their argument like they always do, all the nonsense. So this Ginger guy, he finds DMA and puts a privacy strike against the video. And then emails DMA and offers to like sit and have like a debate with them and make a video about it. And he thought it'd be great content. And DMA's like, oh, sure, no problem, pal. Just remove your privacy complaint. And he goes, well, I'll tell you what. It seems to me if I remove the privacy complaint, then you just won't show up because you got your money and now you're happy. So after the meeting, because I can't trust you after, especially now that I know what you are, but we could do this and it'll be great. And I promise if you do it, no matter what, if you do it, I'll take down the privacy complaint. And of course, DMA said no, not unless you take down the complaint first. So now all of the videos featuring Ginger are gone, except for ours, because now that he knows Frauditors exist, he also now knows we exist. And that's why he was on Ram's panel and basically saying, you know, Ram has the permission to use his stuff to expose DMA for being a douche canoe. So this Ginger guy was one of their, victims, but he found out who they were and what they were doing and is like very serious about fighting against these guys now. Now that he knows that they exist, he's just like us. He looks at what they're doing and he says, what the hell? And especially because he's a victim of it, he really has a unique perspective on it. 66 likes, 82 people. Let's get that mega happy dance going, guys. What's up? So. What? I know I looked at tons of videos and still shots trying to catch that this or that angle. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Must be. Sometimes when I'm looking at the chat and I don't like it, I'm in the middle of a conversation and all I catch is like wait, what the heck are you talking about? I have no idea. I'd have to scroll back. I don't have time for you guys. Don't come here to watch me read. Frauditor UK, like that hit button. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right. So anyway, let's get back to finishing up this video.
That stood up to DMA, did a great job. Nominee for the P. Barnes Award. he was a cool customer. And so if you want to check that video out, it's in my library. Check it out over on the homepage. This video here looks like about I don't know, 4 more minutes of coverage on the live stream, etc. Do appreciate everybody checking it out. I did want to get this posted with validation that all this transpired the way it did. I thought at first I might be getting trolled. And then Ginger and I had a face-to-face. I knew immediately it was him. He told me that he wanted me to keep my video up because it didn't project any negative light. So, all right, help the channel out. Hit that like, man. It's real important. Hit that like.
Hey, all right. First of all, round of applause for Frauditor Ram. Second, round of applause for whoever Know You Didn't is talking about. That's awesome, but don't tell Texas A&M about it. And are we doing the happy dance today? We did. You missed it. Oh no, I did the cupcake dance and she acknowledged Olay. But, you know, if we hit those 80 likes, we're at 69 right now. Hey, 69, all right. All right. Your son, that's what I thought, but just in case I was wrong, I didn't want to look like an idiot. All right, congratulations to your boy. That's awesome news. Fantastic. Let's see. Katie Zed's in the house. Friday Night Crime tonight at 7 on the Katie Zed Show. Hit that like button or I'm telling Salacious. We're at 71. All right. Anyway, Katie, do you know about, I just covered the story, so you could go back and watch Frauditor Ram's video if you haven't seen it yet, where he talks about this Ginger guy. They refer to him as Ginger because DMA was making a video and some random dude that he was filming with his kid called DMA out, and because he had red hair, DMA called him Ginger. Well, he contacted Frauditor Ram, and he says, hey, I'm the guy he called Ginger in that video. And they did this whole thing, and he ended up getting all of the DMA videos that had him in it removed. And then he did an interview with Frauditor Ram, and it looks like this Ginger guy is going to be a huge supporter of our community going forward. I told Ram to contact him, see if I could try and get him a signed copy of my book, maybe even a set of my cards. I know that I said I'll never do another set of Series 1 before I launch because Series 2 is being launched soon. But for him, I might make an exception and make sure he gets a full set. That would be awesome. Here's $10 from Maserati for Ginger. All right. And a happy dance as well. All right. And then we got $2 from King Stu 2000. Good morning, all. Good morning to you too, sir. All right, thank you. I saw it. I love that guy gave our side permission. Actually, Katie, that was one of the things that I pointed out. Because, like, those people like Rogue Nation and a lot of these frauditors love to call us out like, well, you're mad at us for showing their faces without their consent, but you guys show their faces when you repost our stuff. I'm like, yeah, but that's different. And that video with Frauditor Ram proves my point. He's telling Ram because he knows we're using his image to expose the fact that this guy is using his image. How are you going to find the video with you in it if we're not saying, hey, look, here's the video and here's you in it, right? And if somebody came to me and said, hey, I want you to take my image out of your video, I'd be like, all right. Like, I wouldn't sit here and say, I have the First Amendment right to show you whether you like it or not. I respect them as a human being. Maxine Kennedy, I'm rage quitting because nobody wants to interview me on the channel. I'm open to negotiating a merchandise promotion contract through. Come with big money. Have a good day, everyone. What the hell? Are you being sarcastic about the way that the email string went, or are you talking about something that happened in the chat that I'm not aware of? Salacious is chewing on leather. 75 likes. We're almost there, people. All right. Let's see. All right. So anyway, let's move on to the next video I wanted to show. Where's my man Unclean Hands? Is he in here or what? What's up, Unclean? How you doing? Where you at? Hoping he's all good. I wanted to show one of his videos. Normally, he's usually here every day, so I normally wait until he's in the house before I show his stuff. Florida Jim, I don't think I said hello to you earlier. What's up? I'm here after $1,256.86. I have my Harley back. All right. That's awesome. Awesome sauce. I love it. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to get to the new Unclean Hands video.
Cops are the U.S. Marshals, tough guy. Yeah, and when I'm elected sheriff, it just might be me.
Morning, guys. Great to see you back. Today I've got an auditor, a Frauditor from Willamette, Connecticut. You've seen him before. It's been a long time. Nobody covers him because he's a disgusting piece of crap. He made some very inappropriate comments when Schrodinger's cat passed away. Very inappropriate stuff. And now he's out. He's still doing the same thing, more or less. He thinks he's a big deal in the 1A community. He's got like 50,000 subscribers, and he thinks he's running for sheriff in Connecticut somewhere. It's very interesting. Let's take a look at it.
All right. How are you guys? I was told by some journalists I work with around the state that the parks in town here are closed today. Can you guys explain to me why?
It's all in the press release.
Press release. I must have missed that one. I released my own stuff.
It's all good. It's all over Facebook. All parks are closed.
If I have it understood right, what I've gathered is there was a memorial service today that was supposed to roll through town, rendezvous with some
leave the
some
area.
folks.
You were told earlier.
Oh, he's conducting official press activities. Yeah, they also told me he could pass through.
They told me I could pass.
He's
through,
not
bro.
trespassing. We're
Passing through,
conducting.
then you keep walking.
That's what I did.
Yeah,
I
right.
stopped because you
But
talked to me.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah.
You
He
and
was
I
just
were
walking
engaging
through.
quick
Yeah, yeah.
releases.
And
You
he's
know,
with me. We're just conducting
think you
press
guys
activities
can-
right now. This is official business.
So
We're
we're done
conducting.
with the conversation then.
Oh, okay. You don't want to answer questions for the public?
No, I'm not answering questions.
Yeah, he's a typical frauditor. He'll never shut up long enough for anybody to say anything or to answer a simple question. It's crazy. I wonder if when he runs for sheriff, that's going to be his cop bicycle there, the one he's going to run around and pull people over on.
No, you don't think you should answer to the people you work for?
I'm telling you, you got to cut through, or you go.
What about the people sleeping in
Well,
here
this
and
is
everything?
public property, and I'm conducting
Well, this
business.
is part of the park.
So.
Why
I'm
is the
sorry?
park
This is
closed
part
now?
of the park.
There's no
This whole entire area.
Why do you guys criminalize us?
Daniel,
I'm a murderer. What?
Daniel, are you refusing to leave the area?
I'll go.
All
But
right,
you're
thank
just,
you.
why are you gonna sit here and be a scumbag? Why don't
You
go
should
to
let
the
him
public?
illegally trespass you, then we
I'm
could
not,
sue
'cause
him.
then I'm gonna go.
And then we
that's
could
what he wants.
prosecute
He
him.
wants to put me in jail.
1684.
Either way, I got
There's
you
a
before.
federal. You want a copy of the law right here? I got it for you if you'd like to read it. Would you like? Would you?
leave
I got you.
another
Earlier.
warrant
I'll
for
go,
you?
but I already got it.
All right, go ahead.
Here, why don't you take this so you can get yourself out of trouble in the future? Here. No, go ahead. You're going to need to know how to do your job so you don't violate people's rights like you just did his.
So now we get to hear the typical threats of lawsuits and this and that. Now he's going to have their qualified immunity and illegal arrest and blah, blah, blah. Same old crap, different day. This guy just happened to do it on a motorized bicycle.
Come on, man. Take a copy of the law.
All right, now I'm also telling you, sir, do you need anything from the police?
Oh, are you threatening to arrest me?
No, I'm asking questions. Do you need anything from the police?
Yeah, I have some inquiries I'd like to make on behalf of the constituents that I operate as a press journalist for.
22 Meadow Street, Willamette, Connecticut.
Right. Well, I'm asking you because you're out here on call on service.
I'm not available for comment. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just stand here and watch you guys then.
Okay.
And I'll have all my other journalists stand here and watch you too.
Well, he must be really a big deal. I better check his credentials here. Let me see. He posted this very video I'm doing right now 13 hours ago. He's already got, after 13 hours, 502 views. Wow, I had no idea this guy had so much influence.
And you won't trespass a single one of us because if you do, you're going to be arrested.
That's funny. Anyway, I have to pause the video there because we got 80 likes. 81, that means it's time for a full length, super duper, ultra mega hardcore happy dance. All right. Got to get situated here. Getting ready on the Freddy. Gonna keep it steady with the Maletti. Like spaghetti. Let's hit that button. Hit that like button. Here we go. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, it's not official without the hat. All right, now it's official. Here we go.
crap. I had it on mute. Not doing it twice, man. That's a leg workout, man. Doing the bounce. Woo-wee. Yep. They couldn't spell or understand epitome or honesty because they are the epitome of dishonesty. Yeah, man, heat is just crazy. This summer has been something else. Apparently, globally. One of these days, that chair is going to tip over and end up with me on my back. This chair is one of the best investments I ever made. I just bought it relatively recently. The only problem is that it's not a cheap chair, but considering what furniture costs, it was cheap. So I did get the cheaper one, and the only problem I've had because it's cheap is that it has a built-in back massager that broke. So now it doesn't massage my back anymore. All right. No, you didn't have to wait for the dance. Now everyone have the best day. Yes, indeed. That's what I'm here for, to start your mornings off with a smile and have some fun for a little while. To start your day, hip, hip, hooray. Make you happy. I need a girl. I need a lover to make me happy. I need a lover to make me happy, baby. Hey, baby, make me happy. What? They're crows. All right, I'm no Mick Jagger. I'm just a shiny peanut monkey. All my friends are junkies. No, that's not really true. Let's get back to the video.
Yeah.
Please remember he just said that, folks. As SC used to say, that's a very bad prediction, son.
No, it won't be cops. It'll be U.S. Marshals, tough guy. Yeah, and when I'm elected sheriff, it just might be me. Yeah. Oh, I don't need luck. I have everybody behind me. Your union ain't shit. Your union's going out of business. So you guys create a false narrative about a potential crime that hasn't occurred, and then you hold the whole public under prior restraint and violate everybody's rights? And you have no problem doing that? You think you're an ethical man?
I'm still not convinced that he's a powerful man in the neighborhood, that he has a big backing, which he doesn't, obviously. If you look at the views on his videos, he's pretty much a nobody. Anyway, though, I don't know. It sounds like he's getting kind of angry to me. I think he's losing his temper a little bit. Let's see how it plays out.
I'm not refusing to leave. I'm just getting my shots and documenting your public activities in public. I'm allowed to do that. Okay, so under the threat of duress, I'll leave, but you just entrapped yourself. Thanks for the lawsuit, tough guy. And you won't trespass a single one of us, because if you do, you're going to be arrested. Yeah, we'll see you in federal court. Shit for brains.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's just a little bit butthurt right now. What do you think?
Yeah, you will. Mark my words, pal. Mark my words. Don't you forget it. Yeah. Have a good day. Eat shit.
Wow. You don't know the law. You're trespassing people on public property.
Sounds like he's got Constitution State there sniffing his butt all day. Yeah, they've been hanging around together. They're two really powerful, influential people in that area.
What an idiot.
There's going to be a billboard on Route 6 with your face on it. Enjoy that. I will. I'm paying for it myself.
Go violate some more rights, you clown.
Maybe I'll put your wife on that billboard too.
Yeah, that's a typical move for these frauditors. They can't get their way, so they start hurling insults and bring your family into it because they're despicable human beings. This guy is particularly despicable. He refused to wear a mask to go to a custody hearing. Same thing Josh Lantos did. He made a big deal out of it. And then he tried to take his camera and they made him shut it off. As far as I know, he never got custody because, well, you can pretty much see why.
I got a wife. Look at her. Go to the farmyard to pick her up. Come back.
That's all right. I got him entrapping himself. He just entrapped himself. So we got everything we needed without being
I
arrested.
know, and that's why I walked away. Though he was going to arrest me. You know that.
Yeah. And then he was telling me I could stay.
Yeah. Why?
And then I told him I will stay. And he said, okay. And then
So why
after I
can't you
started
stay?
mouthing off to him, then he says, no, you have to leave.
Why
And you won't trespass a single one of us, because if you do, you're going to be arrested.
can you stay and I can't stay?
Exactly. Exactly.
Like,
This is public easement. That's a road. That's
no,
not
but
a
it
park.
just shows the targeting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the system.
So what's next?
What do you want?
I went off
I
on
say
that
we
guy.
go.
Whoops, looked like his battery died on his GoPro 11 or whatever the heck he's using there. He just kind of abruptly ended right there all of a sudden. And I don't pay attention to Constitution State because his videos are so poor quality, I can't even cover them. They're terrible. Like they're doing the jitterbug of the cha-cha while he's taking videos. I don't know what his deal is. Anyway, that's the mighty pair from Willamette, Connecticut. It's going to be the sheriff and the governor and all that stuff, I'm sure. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, folks. Y'all have a great day. Love y'all. Bye.
All right. Bano for €6 says, let's give Voodoo a shocking surprise and help him start the weekend. All right. Oh, yes, we get another good tasing. Also, real quick, I noticed somebody was saying in the chat there's a new Rolling Stone song. Who's playing the drums? But you can't really beef because Mick and Keith, they're still there. And, I mean, this isn't the first time a member of the Stones passed away and they kept going. So, as long as those two are around, there's going to be a Stones. So, anyway, I don't want to bring down the mood. So, let's get to the tasing. All right.
The Rolling Stones? The hell? Those guys are still around? Damn, I thought Keith Richards died like 30 years ago. What a bunch of crap. Hey, listen, man. Look, the only good things the Rolling Stones ever did was, not exist before 1962, I guess. Yeah. No, man. Hey, you know what? There's a band called The Pretty Things, and so what happened was the guys who write all the songs for The Pretty Things used to be partners with Mick Jagger and Keith Richards before they became the Rolling Stones. But then, Keith and Mick wanted to write everything, so they left the band and started their own band called The Pretty Things. So you can listen to them instead. Oh no, they're good too. You don't want to hear that. You know what you should listen to? The Cowsills, man. Like I told you earlier, the Cowsills, man. I got that hair, that long, beautiful hair. Oh man, flaxen, waxen, and malaxen. Hair, 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 hair. Grow it, show it. Don't you know it, my hair? Yeah! I'm the rockin'est rock star who ever rocked the star. Right, House? Ah, crap! Ow!
The Rolling Stones are older than Kiss. Oh, yeah, their first album came out, I think, like 11, maybe 12 years before Kiss's first album. So, yeah, they've been around for a minute. There's this song called Rock and Roll Will Never Die. And the words to the song, see, Graham knows what's up. Just think about how many great albums came out in 1970, and the Pretty Things album that came out in 1970 was voted album of the year that year. So they were great, very highly underrated. Oh yeah, so this song I was talking about is called Rock and Roll Never Die. And I'm not gonna like go through the whole song now, but the lyrics are basically like it's almost spoken word, and the lyrics are basically like, rock and roll's never gonna die. What are you, stupid? Look at Def Leppard, the Dreamers got one arm. Look at the Rolling Stones, they've been around at the time for 45 years. Look at Guns N' Roses. Need I say more? Rock and roll. Oh, that's a great song. Great song. I think that's the same band that did Detachable Penis and Martin Scorsese. That's another one where I love the words. Like, you don't really need any other description of Martin Scorsese than the words to this song. He makes the best films. 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 Yes. Anyway, I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Thank you for all the support. Oh man, it's awesome. Maddie Graham, Mick and Keith. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait. Grandpas, hey, welcome. Good to see you. Just Jenny. All right. I missed something. Oh, there it is. Mick and Keith made a deal with the devil to go down to Georgia and live forever. Let me tell you something. Make of this what you will. But it's always kind of knowing. I mean, people talk about like conspiracy theories and all this silliness or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, there definitely is some level. How deep the rabbit hole goes, I don't know. Who's all involved? Of course, I don't know. But there definitely is a certain amount of satanic ritual going on in Hollywood and among celebrities. And I always thought, and again, make of this what you will. I'm just stating the facts. These are facts. I always thought it was fascinating that the Rolling Stones are playing a song called Sympathy for the Devil when the Hells Angels that were paid by the Rolling Stones to be there murdered a hippie in the audience. It almost looks like it was an intentional human sacrifice. Especially the fact that Keith didn't even stop playing. Mick's like calling the band to start. The Keith Richards is just, he's still jamming. He's so high, he don't even, well, why would he get so high? Because he knew it was coming. And wanted to make sure he was completely out of it. Because he couldn't deal with the guilt. I don't know. That's I don't know. Anyway, that always seemed kind of interesting to me. Like, when people talk about the theory about the band sold their souls to the devil, it's like, well, you could look at that event over at the concert that ended the 1960s. And I don't know. You could build a whole conspiracy theory over that. Like I said, like it was purposely meant to be human sacrifice. I don't know. Just saying. That is a thing. It did happen. How you interpret it, that's your choice, man. Me, I'm going to watch the new Dummy Krueger video. All right.
And I will break it down from my legal opinion, showing you where this man, if anything's questionable, Four Corners expelled their exhibitions, and therefore
What the are you talking about, man?
Welcome to the Dummy Krueger channel, everyone. Today's video takes us to Brookside Park, located in Farmington, New Mexico, to take a look at a recent arrest for trespassing in a public park after the park had already closed for the evening. This arrest is about 2 weeks old and covered heavily at the time, but I'm taking a little bit of a different approach. We're going to watch this arrest through the eyes of the world's most renowned jailhouse paralegal, Wolverine Transparency, also known as Finger Guns Transparency. Pew pew. Finger Guns recently sprung to action to declare Four Corners, the subject of today's video, was kidnapped for recording police on a public sidewalk! Exclamation point. Given the fact that Wolverine is the gold standard for journalistic integrity, I just had to see this alleged kidnapping for myself out of concern for one of my fellow citizens. And I'm really glad I did, because Wolverine Transparency never fails to disappoint. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, and comment below. Take it away, Finger Guns.
I'm going to show you the beginning of the narrative here. Remember, he's walking on a sidewalk. Okay? I'm going to mute my shit.
What's going on? This officer just sitting there in the dark.
As captivating as the beginning of this video was, let's fast forward a little bit. In this segment of his video, the auditor carries out the entirely ordinary action of recording the officer's computer, which, as per Finger Guns, is deemed illegal. But not illegal to record the screen. Nope. It's illegal for the officer to keep it open.
Now, see, what they're trying to say to him is like that part right there. Let me point this out real quick. You guys see right there beside this building, there's a sidewalk that goes all the way down there. That would be a different story if he was down there without them being there. Okay, even with them there, maybe he wants to see what's going on, because being a journalist, you always want to get the story.
Did you see how fast he changed his own narrative? At first, he claimed that if Four Corners took this footpath to the buildings within the park, that it would be a problem. But never fear, he quickly remembered that he had already seen the video and that Four Corners does indeed walk to those buildings. But per Finger Guns, as long as you are journalisming, one is free to go where they'd like, no matter if the park is closed or not.
He continues to stay by the unit, walking back and forth. All right. So now he's watching this guy, or no, that's his shadow. All right, now he's looking for the cop. I still don't see him. I still don't see this as a journalist collecting content for a story with a purpose. Okay.
Cop watches live earlier. I don't know if he's still alive.
It's still all owned by the city, and it's connected to that sidewalk. It's not like he's out there playing basketball or,
And here we have Finger Guns really trying to spin this into the auditor's favor. Now he's completely okay with the auditor creeping around these buildings with his flashlight, even though only seconds ago he said this.
You guys see right there beside this building, there's a sidewalk that goes all the way down there. That would be a different story.
So it seems we aren't running with this narrative any longer. We are running with the, quote, at least he's not playing basketball narrative now, which I must say, he's making some great points. However, It is important to recognize that the press doesn't possess distinct privileges compared to individuals who aren't journalists. If someone isn't allowed to play basketball at a closed park, one isn't allowed to play journalist either. I'm confident finger guns will rectify this somewhere along the way.
That's still all public property.
Right, Jimmy Russell?
We'll speed it up a little more. All right, now he's going back up.
Okay.
And there's the pig.
Good, yourself?
Good. Doing?
Public tour?
Taking a public tour?
Yeah.
Hi, it's Officer Fish, Officer Jones. We're the park closed at 10, right?
At 10?
Yes, sir.
No,
It's
I
almost
know.
11.
Right on.
Cool.
So he sounds like, no, I didn't know it. So the cop should have expelled his suspicions right there.
Staying in the park any longer, or are you leaving?
I'm leaving here.
He's asking him, are you staying in the park or are you leaving?
Okay, sounds good, sir.
All right, so he said he was leaving. The cop knows that he's leaving. So now the cop, continues to have a back and forth with him. So he's keeping him there even though the park closed at 10.
And unfortunately, we have another swing and a miss there for finger guns. The officer in no way is keeping the auditor there. In fact, he gave him an ultimatum. Leave now or be cited. The auditor did say he was going to leave, to which the officer replied,
Okay, sounds good, sir.
However, saying and doing are two very distinct actions.
He watch him.
Get your name and badge number?
Officer Frazier.
Get a business card?
No, sir.
See that?
No,
Up and down, up and down.
No, sir. I don't
He's
have-
sizing him up.
Yeah, it's your policy.
No, it's not, sir. So if you want, you can do the park, or I can ID you for trespassing, okay? So offside,
Can you get a business card?
I don't have a business card.
You want to bully people, huh?
I'm bullying you, sir.
Yeah, I know. Now you just let me know. I know now.
Sir, please leave the property, okay? Or I'm going to cite
This
you
is a
for
private
trespassing.
sidewalk, right?
This is Brookside Park. Park's closed at 10. It is 11 o'clock at night. This is your second warning, and I'm IDing you for trespassing.
Here's a public park. I mean, a
Parking
public
lot,
sidewalk.
Brookside Park, sir. Yeah, the public-
He is now on a public sidewalk.
As I mentioned previously, this is not leaving, no matter how many times the auditor claims to be. Regarding his current position on a publicly funded sidewalk, it's worth noting that while the sidewalk itself was financed with public funds, it is still situated within the confines of the park, a park that is now closed. I'll delve further into this matter shortly.
sidewalks open.
Right here, this is all public.
This is Brookside.
What's up, Brent?
Yeah, this is public. This is all public. We pay for these. We pay for these sidewalks. It's an easement. You guys don't understand that?
So sidewalks, in the majority of cases, are certainly not easements. They are just sidewalks.
Mr. Chief, when I ask you once, please leave.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
You threatened me with a warrant? I mean,
I just simply told you that you're
Trespass?
trespassing in the park. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't want to give you
got
a
it.
citation, so please just go about your business.
He was to his business. He was looking for you. He was wondering what you were doing. Turner versus Driver gives us that right to record our public people in public spaces. Sometimes where you go, and if you don't got tape up, if you got a crime scene, I can go too.
While Turner versus Driver did in fact help clarify the legal precedent that citizens generally have the right to record police officers in public places as a form of free speech, as long as they are not interfering with the officer's duties, that doesn't mean you get to express that First Amendment right in a closed location, like this park.
Make sure that you leave the park.
What are you worried about? I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm just keeping you guys transparent and accountable, making sure you guys do your job correctly.
There it is.
There's nothing wrong with it. What is wrong right now is you are trespassing in this.
No, I'm not. I'm just feeling guilty. Let me get your unit number again.
Right ahead.
See, he gives him permission. He's giving him permission. He says, I'm going to go get your unit number. Go ahead. Feel free.
Context matters, finger guns. If you listen closely, he said this.
Right ahead. More than welcome.
See?
He told Four Corners, go right ahead. You are more than welcome to record over there, referring to the open sidewalk outside of the park.
Officer Jones, you don't have a business card?
I don't have a business card. Officer Jones.
Yeah. You guys are bullies. You guys know that? You know Stearman? Sitting. Wait, get in your vehicle.
Love
I'm
you,
just
brother.
keeping an eye on you guys. You don't have to follow me around.
Okay. Well, have a wonderful night, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead. You're dismissed.
As you sir. Have a good night, okay?
Any defense attorney will know, especially after he gave him permission to do so, and he's on a public sidewalk, he's going to get that thrown out.
Contrary to what the world's greatest paralegal was saying, he didn't have permission to stay on the property, like Fingergun said. As a matter of fact, he's been asked to leave multiple times. As for his being on a public sidewalk, let's take a look at that a little deeper. So this is the public sidewalk that the officers are referring to, which is outside of the park. This is one of the many entrances to get into and out of the park. Four corners and the officers were standing around here, clearly inside the boundary. Moving down the street a little bit, we find another entrance to the park. The entrance that Four Corners actually used to get inside. From this angle, they are standing around this location here. And it's quite clear from the signage that yes, he is entering the park, which includes that sidewalk and parking lot. An aerial perspective reveals that there is a continuous sidewalk encircling the entire park, where he could legally record as much as he pleased.
Where did you say the park? The property ends at? You guys are. This is an easement.
Public sidewalk along south.
This is a public sidewalk too.
Right there, sir, okay? So if I say that to tell you one more time, I'm going to cite you for trespassing in the city park. You understand?
Cite me for trespassing. How can they cite somebody for trespassing if they didn't give him the directive policy court according to the Constitution? They got to write you out of trespass and trespass you.
What? Holy crap. Sometimes the stupidity on display by Wolverine Transparency. And this is why it's perfect that dummy Krueger is illustrating Wolverine's dunning Krueger brain power. The more wrong he is, the more he thinks he's right. Blackheart Night for $2. News Now Voodoo. Take care of your kid. He wants you tased at level 11. That means we're going to get another amazing tasting. All right. Yes, sir. There we go.
Blackheart! Oh, Blackheart Night! Let me tell you a story, man. Once upon a time, there was a happy little voodoo doll who spent all of his days and all of his nights pooping and peeing and using Blackheart Knight's helmet as a toilet. And then he pooped in your soup. And he still insisted on tasing that poor, sweet, innocent voodoo doll. All he does is harass people and try to ruin people's lives with his little camera and mistreat his son. What's wrong with that? Look, I'm good to my boy. Here, check this out. Come here, boy. Come here. What? What, Daddy? Hey, show the fans how good I treat you. My dad's a vicious, nasty, no good. Hey! Shut up! Anyway, that's child abuse, so what? Ow! Hez! What the hell? You hit me with a hammer, man! I'm dizzy now. Sound effects. I'm gonna get you, Blackheart Knight. Thank you, Blackheart. You're my hero. It's come on, shut up! Ow!
All right. It's good to be back, ladies and gentlemen. Good to be back. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, so they can't trespass you unless they go and write you an official trespass. Like, okay, so wait a minute. Let's go back once again to the example of, say I was in your house. So according to you, legally, I can't be trespassed until they go and get trespass paperwork. So if I'm in your house and you ask me to leave, I don't have to leave until the police show up with an official trespass warning letter. And then once they give me the letter, then I have to leave and then come back before I... Stupidity.
I did a quick rescan of the Constitution, but was unfortunately able to locate anything in there about trespassing. As for Four Corners needing a written warning, well, let's take a look at what he was charged with. Per his charging document, he was hit with 18-3-11 criminal trespass. Criminal trespass consists of knowingly entering or remaining upon the lands of another, knowing that such consent to enter or remain is denied or withdrawn by the owner or occupant thereof. And B, which seems important, criminal trespass also consists of knowingly entering or remaining upon lands owned, operated, or controlled by the state or any of its political subdivisions, knowing that consent to enter or remain is denied or withdrawn by the custodian thereof. Nowhere in this ordinance does it say anything about needing a written warning. What else do you have, Finger Guns?
I'm leaving. Did you hear me? I'm leaving. No more threats.
I'm not threatening, sir. I'm simply stating a fact that you are completing.
I'm here on business under the First Amendment, keeping you guys accountable. Did you know it's constitutional protected activity?
Sir, are you going to leave the property?
I'm leaving. Get in your vehicle, then I'll leave.
No, you're trespassing the park right now, so that's why I'm not leaving. Okay? So you're more than welcome to leave. I've given you no more.
You are too.
Okay. So what's your name? What's your name?
You just said a little while ago.
What's your name? So like I said, I'm done at this point. Your warnings are over. You're trespassing in the city.
Get that light out of my face.
What's your name?
That's prior restraint.
If you don't stop and give me your name at this point, you're going to receive a trespass for citation for trespassing in the city park. Walk to our car. You're going to receive a citation for trespassing in Brookside Park. Come this way for me, okay?
Don't put your hands on me.
I'm not. If you walk back over there, okay?
Can you get your superior here?
Go right ahead that way, okay?
Can you get your superior here?
Walk that way.
Can you get your superior here?
I'm going to issue a trespass citation because he's refusing to leave.
I wasn't refusing to leave. I was leaving.
Do you see the gaslighting going on here too? He said he was leaving, but he just lied to the dispatcher saying he refuses to leave. Liar, liar, liar.
Gaslighting is clearly happening in this situation, but it's not originating from the officer. Up to this point, the officer has requested the individual to leave the closed park on 5 distinct occasions. Meanwhile, the auditor, despite professing his intention to leave, persistently filibustered and insisted he would only depart once the officers had done so. Unfortunately for him, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
You know what? If I was you, you guys might disagree with this, but I always carry my press card on me when I'm in situations like that. Okay? Because it proves that I'm the press, and we, according to the Supreme Court, we're allowed to be within 10 feet of them so we can hear what's going on while they're on an official call during their official duties.
And one more time for the crowd in the back, a press pass doesn't allow people to enter closed areas. I can't believe I have to continue repeating this.
Go that way, please, sir.
Is that a lawful demand?
Yes, I'm telling you over here.
You want to go tell me what to do? I can stand.
Okay. So like I said, what's your name?
Know it.
Okay, so when I contacted you, you're coming from the side of a public or a building.
Yeah, public
Brookside
building,
Park.
like you just said.
But It is posted all around right here. Park is posted after 10 p.m. And right now it is 11:09. And when you walked up to me, it was probably about 10:59. So you're an hour past curfew.
You got your superior coming on the
They
way?
are coming. So like I said, what's your name, sir?
Get that light out of my face.
What's your name?
I'll give it the. Oh, wait, I'll wait till your superior gets here.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
I'll wait till your superior gets here.
Sir, I think your actions are doing different. You're standing here.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's on a public sidewalk next to a public parking lot, lit up like the 4th of July.
Stop. Seriously. Stop.
Number and my name, and I gave it to
Yeah,
you.
I understand that.
Right. And so, I'm trying to be as transparent with you.
Can't you say I was leaving?
Sir, you were, sir. You were.
Is that a question, Oklahoma?
Is that necessary?
Shut the fuck up.
I've been very polite to you. That's fine. I mean, like I said, we're gonna go.
I'm not sure if he got home or not.
Yeah, I'm gonna speak to him about. I was leaving.
I know you say you're leaving, but you were.
Yeah, you have authority to make people come and leave whenever you want.
Because you're trespassing in the park after 10, sir.
How can you trespass? How can you trespass on private property? Excuse me, on public property with a public sidewalk? And stayed on the sidewalk. Never went on the grass. Never went up to a window. Never went up to a door. You know what I mean? He's bullshitting. He's a liar. This guy's a fucking liar.
Not that it really matters because he's been inside the park area the entire time, but he did go up to a window and a door. Finger Guns even watched this happen and either forgot or it goes against the narrative he's trying to portray.
It was Supervisor Stearman. Yeah, he's a bully with the badge. Here comes Stearman again, guys, the YouTube star.
So this fat guy, this supervisor, remember we all seen him.
Oh, Finger Guns, it's not nice to fat shame people.
You see this, guys? He sits over there, in my opinion, and this is just opinion. This is my opinion now. My lawful opinion. I think they're committing conspiracy. I think all that backups there is because A, they were preparing for it, and B, being that officer, and C, completing that conspiracy, which is the supervisor.
So according to the world's greatest paralegal, his legal opinion is that these officers are committing conspiracy because the supervisor arrived on scene. The same supervisor that was requested by our freedom fighter. Maybe the auditor was in on it the whole time.
Hey. Here comes Stearman again, guys, the YouTube star. Hey, dude, Stearman. Yeah.
You're under arrest.
Four.
Put your hands back.
Hold on, let my weapon go. What am I doing?
So Four Corners was arrested for criminal trespass and had to spend a couple of nights in jail until he could see a judge the following Monday. Before we leave, let's see what Finger Guns' final thoughts were on the whole situation.
All right there. Look at that. We're looking at a Nazi. I believe we are looking at a Nazi, man. This right here is not a constitutional cop. This right here is a Nazi. He's giving good cops bad names. We need to do this. Is where we need to unite, ladies and gentlemen.
I truly believe it's high time we refrain from drawing comparisons between things we disapprove of and Nazism. Comparing modern police officers to Nazis is historically inaccurate and offensive. The Nazis were responsible for the genocide of millions of innocent people, and making such comparisons only trivializes their crimes. In fairness, there are instances where law enforcement officers have acted inappropriately, and these cases should be addressed and condemned. However, these actions do not equate to the systematic state-sanctioned horrors perpetrated by the Nazis in the 1940s. I would argue that by Wolverine transparency, making these sweeping and extreme comparisons, it actually hinders productive conversations about police reform and only leads to more division and polarization. If he truly wants to make changes with our current policing in this country, he should really consider making more appropriate comparisons. All right, guys, I think that's where we'll wrap up today's video. If you haven't had the chance yet, please remember to subscribe, like, and comment below. This is Dummy Krueger, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
All right. Yes, yes, yes. Round of applause for Dummy Krueger. All right. One of the best in the business. Love Dummy Krueger all day, every. Well, whoa, no, not like that. I love you long time. Yes. What do I get for $5? Everything. That was a good movie. Anyway, welcome back to the show. Glad to see y'all here today. I got a couple other things, but honestly, guys, I'm thinking I might wrap it up a little bit early today just because it's Friday. I want to get my weekend started. I want to do my prep for tomorrow night's show. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget tomorrow on the Saturday night Snafu show with me and my co-host, Frauditor News Network. Our guest for the second week in a row is going to be the Frauditor Comedy Show. And if you are not already subscribed to the Frauditor Comedy Show channel, get your ass over there and hit that subscribe button. Ding dong dang dag nabbit. So I wrote something, but this is something different. I think I'm going to make a short video of it, just for fun. It has nothing to do with frauditing or any of that. Just a fun thing. So some of you guys may or may not know. Yes, Graham, I got it. We're all set for tomorrow. Graham sent me my weekly custom movie that he makes for my Saturday show, and I got it. He's asking me if I got it. I sure did. Thanks a lot. Always great support from Graham from the Graham and Bob Show. So anyway, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Super Hot Fire, but I guarantee you all know who he is, even if you've never heard of him. What happened was, years ago, this guy just made a short video and posted it on YouTube, and it went viral. And to this day, people still use it as a meme. All right, Robert Custos, take it easy. Get them car parts. So this Super Hot Fire guy, he made this video, went viral. It made him a pseudo-celebrity. I mean, the guy ended up having a YouTube video that he made with Chris Rock, among other people, DaBaby. Like, I mean, he actually got that popular. You know, he's getting real celebrities to come and do videos with him on his YouTube channel. But it all started where he did this video where he posted he was Super Hot Fire. But Super Hot Fire ain't a rapper. And it was making fun of rap battles. But the idea was he was like, it was a joke. The idea was he's like the worst rapper in the history of the universe. But he always wins the rap battles. Like, everyone is just blown away by his stuff. And the reason why I say, even if you don't know what I'm talking about, you know what the video I'm talking about. You know who Super Hot Fire is. Because it ends with him winning the rap battle. And again, it's a comedy. It's making fun of rap battles. It's supposed to be bad, but everyone reacts like it's good. He wins the rap battle by saying, boop, bap, bop. Bada boom, pop, pow. And then he jumps up and his buddies all go, oh! And they're all jumping around and screaming and go, oh! And that's the clip you always see when they go, oh! You see all those guys jumping and go, oh! Oh! And they're freaking out like their minds are blown. That's the Super Hot Fire video. Anyway, when you watch his videos, Super Hot Fire's rap style is always like, it's so silly. It's hilarious. I think it's funny. But his rap style is stuff like Coca-Cola, I drink that. Ideas? I think that. Whoa! And everyone goes nuts, stuff like that. So I actually wrote a super hot fire rap, and then I thought I might call the video Super Hot Fire Challenge. Say, Super Hot Fire, I challenge you to come out of retirement and answer this. And then it would show me with a plate of scrambled eggs. And I'd be like, scrambled eggs, I eat that. And then it would show me with a bowl of raw eggs, unscrambled eggs. And then I pull out a whisk. I beat that. And then it showed me with a plate of scrambled eggs again, cold eggs. And then I throw them in the microwave. I heat that. And then I take the empty paper plate at the end and I say, empty plate. I fold it in half and throw it. I yeet that. Oh, and go nuts. Anyway, I thought that'd be funny. Rock over London, rock out Chicago. Have it your way at Burger King. Rock over London. Hey, Christopher O'Connor, have you ever heard me tell the story of when I met Wesley Willis? Let's see. Dr. Pepper is nasty. Ew, what? Coke for shame. Dr. Pepper is the best. Oh, I see. Irish likes Dr. Pepper. Parson doesn't like Dr. Pepper. Yes, all right. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, never forget I got the best fans in the world. That's you guys. Round of applause. And don't forget that tomorrow night our guest is going to be the Frauditor Comedy Show. Next week, September 16th, according to Asia, is going to be back. 3 return guests in a row. Frauditor Comedy Show last week, this week, 2 weeks. Next week, according to Asia, the week after that, Miss Mandy 777. And then on September 30th, finally, we're going to have Dummy Krueger. And that'll round out the month of September and take us into the fall on a high note. It's going to be wonderful, wonderful, marvelous, fantastic, and spectacular. And by then, hopefully, I think that's around about the time that the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is coming out. Oh boy, oh boy. I don't know about that, but then we got Godzilla after that. A lot of good stuff to look forward to. Of course, we got the football season starting up this weekend. Lots of fun and exciting stuff. We're going to have a lot of good stuff to talk about on the show. I got some plans for fall and for winter. It's going to be great. So in the meantime, thank you guys once again. Love you guys. Best fans in the world. Oh, yeah. I'm all shook up.
This is a 350-pound mat that turns any bath into a jacuzzi.
I'm not gonna lie, I was sitting here for a cool little minute trying to figure out what kind of material they use to make a 350-pound mat that fit in a bathtub. Then I realized I was just American.
This is a 350-pound mat that turns any bath into a jacuzzi.
I'm not gonna lie, I was sitting here for a cool little minute trying to figure out what kind of material they use to make a 350-pound mat that fit in a bathtub. Then I realized I was just American.
This is a 350-pound mat that turns any bath into a jacuzzi.
I'm not gonna lie, I was